the scratch, and it's myself and Kraft. We always talk about, or Kraft and I, myself. It's like, wow, like Grandma's Theodore knows my name, and it's an honor. I thought about being a DJ and coming here taking classes, but I never thought that, the person who invented the scratch would know my name, and I have his number. Hey, Grandma Theodore, how you doing? And I've never called him, but I obviously, how you doing, man? It's Ellison. Just wanted to say, hey, and he knows who I am. So it's just an honor for him to be here. And like I said, he's a guest instructor, so he comes in. And even at graduations and certain events, he'll just come by. Or he might just stop in. And if you're here practicing, you're more than welcome to, I'm not offering his services, but he'll tell you, you're more than welcome to ask him any question. And he'll come over and he'll teach you and he'll show you things, all right? That's just his love, What he put into it, he's just giving back. And it's just a give and take, this whole DJ thing. And that's enough for me talking. Pass it over to Grandma's Theodore. Make some noise.
Yay, yay.
Thank you. I'm always glad to be here. This is like my second home. I got a bed in the back, but that's not first thing I want to say is that, I'm just glad to just still be here. I started DJing when I was 12 years old. I actually started when I was like 11 and a half. And 12 years old was when I actually created the scratch in 1975, which makes me 21, right? I really envy everybody here that's taking the class, because when I first started DJing, I couldn't go to a school and be taught like how to drop it on the ones and what a kick was, what a snare was, what a scratch was, and the and the fresh and all that stuff. I didn't have that luxury of going to a school and actually learning that. That's why I say I really envy you guys. I had to teach myself how to DJ. Now imagine teaching yourself how to do something that don't even exist yet.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's basically what I was doing. Not knowing that all the things that I was teaching myself was going to be like 95% of what DJs do today. Now, all of the equipment that we used back in the early days, we were like the Flintstones. Everything that we used, our turntables were like half metal, half rubber, half wood.
Get the penny.
The needles that we used were, you couldn't just like twist them off and twist them back on. You couldn't do that. These are professional felts. These protect the record from the actual metal. If I take this record right here and put it on this turntable over the metal without this professional felt, it'll actually mess the record up. We didn't have that back in the early days. We basically we cut up like old cereal boxes, my mom's curtains,
Oh, shit.
old t-shirts. That's what we did to get this round shape. And then we would have like a big thing of baby powder and put the baby powder on the turntable, put the felt on, and that's how we got that sliding motion from the turntables. The technology that we have, as far as the mixers was concerned, we didn't have the little compact mixers that we have today. Our mixers looked at like big giant microwaves.
What?
You got like one turntable here, then you got a big giant microwave / mixer in the middle, then you got the other turntable here. It was just really, really crazy. Our crossfaders didn't go from left to right. Our crossfaders went up and down. And some of the other crossfaders were big round knobs. So it was just really, really crazy. Now let me fast forward to how I created the scratch. I created the scratch in 1975. I was 12 years old. Today that makes me 21. My principal played music through the loudspeakers in the lunchroom, and everybody got tired of listening to that disco music that he was playing. And a friend of mine convinced my principal to let me make a cassette tape. Now, in order for us to make a cassette tape back in the early days, we had to take a big boom box, put it in front of the speaker, and press record. That's how we made all of our cassettes back in the early days. So I'm in the house trying to make the best cassette tape I ever made in my life, and the music that we use was in my mother's house. And I got the kind of mother where my mother, she don't raise her voice, She don't argue. She don't fuss. She just starts swinging like Mike Tyson. Dishes ain't done. Room is not done. My mom's is just like that. I love her to death. Anyway, I'm in the room. I'm making a cassette tape. I have my big boom box in front of the speaker. I'm grooving. I'm trying to get through this cassette tape. And I had this record playing, and I was holding this record right here, getting ready to mix it in. So the music was so loud in the house to the point where my mom's came and she just like bust in the room. And when she bust in the room, she startled me. And when she startled me, I pushed up both levers on the mixer, which means that I can hear both records at the same time. So she must have been feeling good this day because she said, turn the music down, I'll turn the music off. I thought she was just gonna come in and just start, pick up my boom box and just crash on the floor. I thought she was gonna do all that, but she didn't. She said, turn the music down or turn the music off. So those couple of minutes would seem like an eternity. I had both records playing. This record was going off, and I was baby scratching this record, the baby scratch, which you guys was doing today. I was actually doing the baby scratch, and turned the music down, played the record. She left the room. After I finished with my cassette tape, I rewound it back to the beginning, and when I got to the part where she came in the room, I can hear myself baby scratching. And I was like, wow, that's a good idea. I can actually baby scratch the record before I actually play it. So I practiced it another couple of records, another couple of days, another couple of hours, and that's how I became the baby scratch. In 1975, 12 years old, which makes me
21.
All right? So I'm going to go through a bunch of different scratches and different routines that I basically had to teach myself. And a combination of all the things that you guys learned today with the baby scratches, dropping it on the ones, you're going to see me do all that, you know? So, like I said earlier, this class is like the Karate Kid. Everything means something. So you're going to see me do some things that you guys might have done in the class and not really understand what you was doing. All right?
Well, clap your hands to what he's doing. Solo win, so Eric B make a clap, 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 clap to this. go, a friend, go. Years ago, a friend of mine asked me mine, some asked me rhyme, some me rhyme. I'm about this rhyme, look out the death, and then it went this way, and then it went this way. And on the game of ladies and me, so Larry put me inside, strapped to lap. The shit drove off and we never came back. They put the record down to the bone, and now they got me rocking on the microphone. And then we fucking autograph, easier than laugh, champagne, yada yada, and bubble back. See ya, that's the life that I lead. And so take it back and move back, take the hustle, attack. There's nothing in the world that was. I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to step to. Think of how many rich, think of how many rich, think of how many rich, think of how many, think of how many rich, think of how, think of how, think of how many rich, think of how many, think of how, think of how, think of how, think of, think of how, think of how many rich shows, think of how many rich shows you slept through. Time's up, time's up, time's up, time's up, time's up, time's up. I'm sorry I kept you thinking of this. You keep repeating your mess, keep repeating the microphone the rhyme from the listening solo with radio sick by the loud soon and on the hear it soon as you hear it. Pump up the vibe, 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 pump up the pump up, pump up, pump up, pump up, pump up the pump up, pump up, pump up the pump up the vibe, pump up, plug in, pump up the volume. Dance with the speaker till you hear it blow. Then plug in a headphone, cause here we go. If it's on it, roll your body to dance. So dissect the tempo like a red alert. Reach your reflex and let it go. Another style called needle dropping that I created. Check it out. That's that.